Welcome to Financial Focus, brought to you by GulfCoast Financial Services founder and CEO, John Kuykendall. John and his team of financial, legal, and tax professionals have been providing North Florida savers and investors sound, comprehensive financial guidance for over 30 years, helping you to achieve important life and planning goals. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more Financial Focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net.
And welcome into a very special edition of Financial Focus with John Kuykendall, founder and CEO of GulfCoast Financial Services, named Best of the Best in Financial Services by the readers of the Lake City Reporter, 8 years and running, celebrating their 30th year, serving proactive North Central Florida savers and investors. John here with us, always providing a dose of common sense about what we need to do with our money for our planning and our financial future. And John, we've got a very special guest on the program today. Excited is an understatement. I am thrilled to have our guest join us, and I'll let you introduce him.
Well, Peter, I am really excited to have Santa Claus here with us today. Santa Claus, 30 years, he is coming to celebrate Christmas with us, and we're just really excited about that. You know, Christmas, Gulf Coast is all about family, and we consider that all of our clients, all of the people that we serve, are family, and so Santa Claus represents that, the time of loving, giving, and tradition. And those are all the things that Gulf Coast means. And so we're really excited to have Santa Claus come visit us today. And I think he's got a few words he's going to say to us.
Yeah, I've been coming to Gulf Coast for the last 5 or 6 years and getting to visit with the client family and take pictures and just have some good fellowship, which is what we enjoy doing around here. And so it's a little hot here in Florida. I'll tell you that, though, from the man in white and man in red and white. And I tell you, it'll be good to get back to the North Pole, but had to come down and visit Gulf Coast and see John and see all the clients. I tell you, we're just real thankful for all those that have tuned in this year, that have either listened or have viewed the podcast and been a part of that, and especially those that have become part of the Gulf Coast family as well.
Well, Santa Claus, most of our clients have been good this year, I think. The market hasn't been good.
No.
But I think most of us have been good, and I'm hoping that you got some really good gifts for us this year.
There's always something good in there for you.
My burning question, Santa, was going to be, did John make the naughty or nice list?
He goes back and forth as the year progresses. So, right now he's on the nice list and things are going well as we head into December, going toward Christmas Day.
Yeah. Well,
John,
it's been a rough year,
You always talk about the community, the involvement that you have there within the community, and the family that you have formed with the family at Gulf Coast Financial Services, both internally in the office, but the extended family with the clients that you serve. And I just know that you take that to heart, and that this time of year in particular really means a lot to you in showing your appreciation and gratitude toward all of those family and extended family members.
Well, that's right, Peter. We really believe in family. We believe in giving back to the community. And so Gulf Coast has been trying to do that for the past 30 years. I think we've had about 26 of these client appreciation events in December where we invite them in as a family, the grandkids. And Santa's been coming now for about 6 years. 6 years ago, I got a hold of him at the North Pole, and I invited him down, and he's been gracious enough to show up every year. Provided that I pay his transportation. And so
the reindeer can't fly this far south when it's this hot. So I have to get here one way or another.
Airline tickets are not cheap.
No, they are not.
Well, are you having to deal with inflation up there at the North Pole?
Everything is costing more. Materials to make the toys, just everything that goes into it is just compounded. The delivery of those materials and getting them to the workshop, it's just a vicious circle right now with how the economy is, and so we're all feeling the effects of it.
Is there an elf shortage up there?
There's not a shortage. Not a shortage of workers, no. But the materials, yeah, it's hard to get a hold of.
Well, you run an amazing operation, obviously, up there, Santa, and we just are all appreciative of the reminder of what is truly important this time of year, and that is the giving back to loved ones, to those deserving, to those in need. And I know that John and his team at GulfCoast Financial Services do so much of that as well.
Absolutely. And it's not hard to find people that are in need or hurting during this time of year. You can just walk down the street and see somebody. You know, kindness goes a long way. And being nice to somebody and saying a kind word can go a very long way during a time like this. So
it's a rough time for a lot of people this year, you know, with inflation being what it is, cost of goods costing more, everything's being up. So money's not going quite as far as it has in the past, and we're just really excited that we can do a little something. And we have a collection for toys, and so we do that every year. We have a charity that we support, and this year we're supporting the United Way. Mm-hmm. And so we try, like I said, to give back to the community. We really believe that's important. We think that at this time, which you think about love and giving back, and those of us who are really more fortunate than others, that we should give back to them. And so we try to help the community as best we can. We're really excited that Santa Claus can come visit us. I'm hoping that he can do something with the stock market, because it's driving me crazy, Peter, as you know.
Indeed. Yeah. With Santa, any help there?
I tell you, it's a hard one, to be honest. We can't make that up in the workshop. It's not like building toys, for sure.
Well, John, very good to see you as always here on Financial Focus. I have to admit, a little overshadowed by our special guest this week, Santa Claus. Just such a privilege and honor to have you join us, to take time out of what I am sure is a very, very busy schedule for you this time of year.
Absolutely. My pleasure. And Peter, remember, I know when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
I try my best, Santa. Not always perfect. And my wife probably thinks I'm a little less close to perfect than I even think I am. So
while we're talking about it, I noticed that somebody scaled down a building the other day.
I did. Yeah. It
was that building.
Terrifying. I used to enjoy those kind of things. 350 feet dangling in the air.
My goodness.
During some wet conditions. It was raining on us as we were doing that, by the way, John. But yeah, scaling down 40 stories in the Wells Fargo Tower downtown in our area in Raleigh. And
I need to get you to help me make deliveries.
Santa, you don't seem to have much of a fear of heights. I was just going to say, I need to borrow some of that fear. You're up on roofs all the time. It was kind of a new thing for me.
I saw that on Facebook where you were scaling down that building, and
not so gracefully.
Well, I got to give you credit that I'm not sure you have more sense than me or not, but that's something I can't do and won't do.
I told them I was out of town next year. They told me I didn't know the date yet. I said, I am out of town next year.
The whole month.
Yeah, indeed. Well, this it was for a good cause, by the way. That was in support of the Special Olympics. And we were able to raise more than $1,100, just me. Awesome. And then throughout the day, I think more than $400,000 was raised in support of the Special Olympics. So it was
great.
Amazing.
Even though it was not the most comfortable I have ever been in my life, it was certainly for a worthy cause. And we go out of our comfort this time of year to do those kind of things. It can be a stressful time of year. So before we go, Santa, any kind of stress your way, especially with, I know a lot of what you do is deadline driven.
Deadline driven by far. I tell Mrs. Claus all the time, she just needs to breathe, and we need to enjoy the season, because what happens, it gets by so quickly that we don't even realize it's come and gone. So even in the hustle and the bustle and the things that are going on, take time to enjoy it.
And John is an avid reminder of that each and every week on Financial Focus. You'll be happy to hear, Santa. He's always reminding people to focus on what is truly important. day-to-day life and contentment and enjoyment and doing as much good as possible. And I know that is the mission there at Gulf Coast Financial Services as well, to let people not worry so much about the day-to-day finances, but more about what's truly important in life.
Absolutely.
That's right, Peter. That's right.
Well, John, again, appreciate it. Santa, absolutely thrilled to have you on the program today. A very rare opportunity, but one that I am excited about. And hopefully you get all of your rounds taken care of without a hitch this year, Santa. We'll be tracking you on the radar.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Santa. Merry Christmas, John, and the team at Gulf Coast Financial Services. I hope all of them have Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and the extended families that you serve as well.
Same to you, Peter. And, as we look at the end of this year, we hope that people will reflect back and be thankful for all they have and all they've been given as we look forward to 2023.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more financial focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net. The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature and not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes. John Kuykendall is registered with and securities are offered through Kovac Securities, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, found online at www.kovacsecurities.com. Advisory services are offered through Gulf Coast Financial Services, Inc., a registered investment advisor in Florida. Gulf Coast Financial Services, Inc. is not affiliated with Kovac Securities, Inc. or Kovac Advisors, Inc. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All investing involves risk. Investment decisions should be based on your own goals, time horizon, and tolerance for risk. Due to various factors, including changing market conditions and/or applicable laws, the content may no longer be reflective of current opinions or positions.